Hello there YouTube, and welcome back to War Thunder, guys, and welcome to the second opening of the dev server for update 1.91. Today I'm going to be comparing the F4C Phantom 2 with the MiG-21 F13 for Russia. And as you can see, this does have a slightly different camouflage on it, the MiG-21. This for 200 GE is the Vietnam Air Force, and to be quite honest, I'm not really impressed, as all you get for 200 GE is just the Randall. It's really not too different from the Russian standard. If you want to spend 200 GE on that, well, that's completely up to you. It's your money. Personally, I find the bi-colour camouflage for the same price, 200 Golden Eagles, a lot better for the Phantom. It just looks a much nicer camouflage when you compare it to the standard one anyway. I mean, the standard one's the classic look, really, isn't it? But you know, the bi-colour just screams by me. So in today's test, we're going to be testing straight line speed. So at sea level, this should do 1,423 miles an hour, minus 12.5 for the 4 sidewinders and the gun pod, and that is what I would consider people's most common loadout for this when it actually goes live, because that's something I'd use. Have to have the 4 sidewinders, and you also have to have the gun pod, just because, you know, missiles don't reload in RB. And for the MiG-21, we're just going to be running the 2 air-to-air missiles, and they are, because I can't remember them off the top of my head, the R3S. So those are the R3S air-to-air missiles, and obviously the cannon is built into the nose. Now this does 1,392 miles an hour at a height of 42,640 feet. So I'm going to have to climb a bit to start with and sort of get up to speed. I'm not sure how big the map's going to be and whether or not I'm going to be able to get that speed. I might actually need to go into a custom for that. But we're going to be testing straight line speed. We're going to be testing maneuverability at high speed, maneuverability at low speeds, and roll rate, etc. You know, we just want to see, you know, how much we can really put these through. Now, as you see, I did expert them both. I haven't aced them. I just want to expert them because not everyone can ace them. So I don't want to give too many high expectations on these planes. Now, this is still the dev server. Everything is subject to change before the live server drops. So if you see something on here that, you know, probably isn't right, well, don't jump onto the forums just yet. Wait until it actually goes live. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into a test flight with the Phantom, and we're going to test the Phantom first. Getting tongue tied there. We're going to test the Phantom out first. Straight line speed, high speed maneuverability, low speed maneuverability, and I just want to see how much I can put this through without breaking it, basically. And then we're going to do exactly the same with the MiG-21. So guys, sit back, relax, and enjoy today's testing. Okay guys, welcome to the test flight then with a Phantom. So first of all, Alt R3 is activation of the radar. Pressing R again, if you don't already know this, changes the scope of it. So that's a much smaller field, so you can scan fast, but that's only directly in front of you. You've got a slightly wider arc and then full arc there, and it's 18 kilometers distance. I should be picking up that jet quite soon on my radar. But before we take off, yeah, there we go. Before we take off, I do want to take a decent look inside the cockpit, because I didn't before because of time constraints. But what I did see of it was really nice, and you can see just how much work they've put into it. It does look absolutely beautiful. I do like the select buttons there for the jet and everything. Let's see, all the dials look good. Oh, we've got some pixelation. Oh yeah, we definitely got some pixelation up there, as you can see, dead center of the screen. But you know what, other than those little bits and bobs, I think it's a really, really nice looking cockpit. You can tell they put a lot of effort into it. So, I'm going to jump out of the cockpit view. I'm going to test the flaps. Let's see, hang on, flaps. There we go. Flaps look really good. I like the mechanic on the flaps. check the rudder. Rudder's good. So I'm going to spool up the engine, and what we're going to do is once we take off, we're going to go for straight line speed at sea level and see what we can do. And then, as I said at the hang up, we're going to check the overall speed at sea level. So I will be jumping up to 20 odd thousand feet and then diving down as quickly as I can. The wheels up quick before they rip off. And I want to see just how fast we can actually get this going. Why is that doing that? Is that meant to be like that? Okay, dev server issues. So we're going to go as fast as we can at sea level, not climbing too much. I'm going to try and get on a minimal climb. Oh god, I'm going down, I'm still climbing. Now, these guns were spraying before. I was going to give a quick squirt. Wrong button. Oh, that is a much nicer stream, much cleaner than before. Okay, so we're approaching Mach. Okay, let's get a little bit lower to the surface of the ocean. We are getting there. There we go, Mach 1. I don't want to check, I don't want to go too far. Bloody hell, already really far away. So 674-ish. Yeah, it seems to be holding. 75. Now I don't want to go too far because, you know, it's going to be an issue. But as you can see there, that's at sea level, and I was really sort of struggling to get up to the top speed. So I'm going to climb and see if that helps when diving. And I will be jumping off of the wet on the way down. I just don't want to rip the wings. So we've got 20 down. I think we go a little bit more. We go to about 24 and flip it over. Okay, flip her over and dive straight down. Oh, are we going to stall? I think we might. Okay, let's give it some rudder. Okay, so called at 28,000, flaps in, hit off the wet, level her out on the dive. Oh, she's got a bit of a wiggle there on stall speeds. So there's the airfield. I want to head towards that. Okay, getting the speed up nicely. And we'll whack on the wet as we get a little bit lower. At the moment, I don't want to, you know, stress the wings too much. Okay, we're getting now. And here's the ocean. Whack on the wet. So 1,400 and whatever it was at ground level. And not in the slightest. If anything, I'm slowing down. I don't have the air brakes out, so I haven't even gone near them. Well, I hope this is just a dev server issue, because if you're gonna give a top speed of 1,423, I think it is, then you should actually do that. As you can see, I'm slowing down again, and look at this, it really is dropping off the speed. So we're going to try a high speed maneuver here. I'm going to bank hard right, see what it does. 8G. Oh, I'm pulling. 9Gs. Lost control, but I didn't rip the wings. Did not rip the wings. Oh, a bit of fuel starvation now. Okay, so what I'll do is I'm going to back off of the throttle slightly. Let's get it down to 50. There we go. So I'm going to bank again to the right, and I'm going to give it some flaps. Oh, flaps ripped. Okay, don't do that at 650. The flaps will rip. Okay, so we're a bit lower now in speed. No flaps. Just going to give it a nice banking turn. It does bleed a lot of speed. Let's whack the speed back on. Whoa! Almost hit the ocean. Okay, so straight line speed at sea level isn't as advertised, let's just say. It's a lot slower. um, High speed turns though are very good. You will black out if you push more than 9G, but it holds its wings. Low speed, or say low speed, turning at 650 with your flaps out is a bad idea. It will rip them. So I'm going to quickly restart, and we're going to try another low speed turn, but without ripping the wings. We're going to be, say, 550, around that sort of speed for the sort of low speed turn, or maybe a little bit slower. Let's just get off the ground and watch the landing gear on takeoff, because it does pop up quite quickly to retract the landing gear. Okay. So let's pile on the speed. Let's see about, let's try 450 on a hard right turn with flaps. So let's get off the wet. 440 turn. Oh no, do not do it 450 either. Holy shit, you're just going to lose all the flaps at that speed. So yeah, you're going to have to be very, very careful with the flaps. Even at 450 miles an hour, you are going to lose them. Okay, let's try again. So 400, see if we can rip the other flaps off. No. So around 400 or so, you should be okay with the flaps, because it didn't rip the other ones off. So that is quite a low speed. You probably don't want to be slowing down to that in a top tier jet game. So yeah, you're going to have to be very, very careful. The flaps are quite temperamental, but I am happy with the way that the gun or cannon pod is keeping that stream in. Before, on the first dev server, it was absolutely everywhere. I'm actually going to quickly jump back and then put on the 3 cannon pods and see what happens, guys. Okay, so we're going to try out the 3 cannon pods together. Now, I've got a funny idea, because that's so low it's going to hit the deck, but we'll see. Yeah, it is. Okay, we're going to need to take off. So I don't want to give it too much wet to start with. Let's build up some speed here. Okay, I'm going to hit the wet. I'm going to take off and just give these a quick squirt, because before they were absolutely everywhere. There was no way anything was going to survive the fucking dusting down from these guns. So let's try that. Wow, that is like laser accuracy. Holy shit, look at that. God damn. Oh, do you see the kickback as well? Nice. You do not want to be in front of those 3 cannon pods. No fucking chance. That is a healthy stream of fire. Okay, so we're going to go and test out the MiG-21 now, guys. Okay, guys, welcome to the test flight with the MiG-21. So, first of all, I'm going to start off like I did with the Phantom. I'm going to try the radar, which doesn't appear to be on. And you can't change the scope of it. Did press Alt-R. Yeah. Well, there you go. Maybe it's not working for the dev server, or maybe I just need to have something in my sight. So let's actually try the flaps. Flaps, sort of, yeah. I mean, they're going. They're not as impressive as on the Phantom. Rudder, yeah, rudder's working. Let's see if they've added a cockpit for the MiG-21. Oh, they did. They added the cockpit. Oh my god, right. There you go. Excitement level has just gone through the roof now. Oh, that looks nice. That looks really, really crisp. Don't read Russian, obviously, but I appreciate the fucking fact that they've gone to so much effort with this cockpit. It is very compact, very small compared to the Phantoms, but it looks absolutely incredible. Let's close the canopy. Which one was it? Num 3? Yeah. Oh, that is nice. Let's have a look round. That's really good sort of all-round vision there. You can see behind you quite well. Oh, that is really, really nice. I'm quite impressed with that. So let's start up. Let's give it a little bit to spool up. I don't want to rip the wheels off. So I almost did that with the Phantom. Okay, let's give it some afterburner. I'm sorry if this is coming through a bit loud. I did turn down the in-game sounds. Okay, let's see. Don't want to bust the arse off because it doesn't take off as quickly as a Phantom. Go on, there we go. Let's check. Yeah, I'm taking off in the wrong direction. That is the edge of the map there. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to fly and climb up to altitude, which is around 42,000 feet or so, or over 42,000, and then I'm going to pick up with you guys and see just how fast we can actually get this at its max altitude. So bear with me while I climb, and I will join you guys in a second. Okay then, guys, so I've just bounced off the map and I'm on my way back towards the airfield, as you can see. So I'm over my, sort of slightly over my max speed altitude. So I'm gonna try and level it at, so I'm, oh god, I'm kind of diving now. Hang on, let's try to sort of flatten it out without going too low. No, I'm still going down. 10 degrees. 10 degrees is too much. Ooh, pulling it back. No, it still wants to climb. Alright, I'm going to leave it there. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there, and we're going to see just how fast we can get. So we're just approaching max, and we're in a steady climb, only a slight climb really. So there's Mach 1. Hopefully we will be able to get a little bit faster. I've only done this simply because the sound of the max speed is a little bit loud. Yeah, still got that there. It's not going above its speed. Come on, we're at altitude. We need to go faster. We need to go faster. Pull it the nose down slightly. No, we're in a sort of a descent. Is that it? I think I've got it. Holding. Speed is slowly increasing. Okay, here we go. Now we've got it. Now we're cooking. Let's see where we are on the map. Holy shit, we're almost over the airfield. We've literally crossed the map that quickly. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to hit its top speed, if I'm honest with you. I'm not sure we're going to really hit it. I think we're going to end up bouncing off the map in a second. And it won't let me scroll out of it. We're still doing pretty decently though. Pull the nose down a slight bit. Okay, speed is increasing. No, decreasing again. Still decreasing. What is going on? Oh, that's why. Knocked off the wet. My bad. Must have hit S by accident. Hang on, let's see. Okay, we're going back up. I think the only way you're going to get this to its top speed is if we dive it. And if I'm honest with you, I don't think that's a good idea. So we're going to bounce off the map. So we're going to let it bounce off the map as well. And I'm going to dip the nose, and we're going to see how fast we can get this. Okay. So there you go. Dip the nose slightly. I'm not going to dive straight down. I just want to see how fast we can go at this altitude. We're going to try and stay above 35,000. Oh my god, look at the fucking speed. Oh my fucking days. That is a quick plane. I don't know who the hell is going to climb up to this sort of altitude. But Jesus Christ, we are over 1,000 miles an hour and climbing in speed. Holy shit. Okay, I think let's actually go down. Let's keep going. Let's see just how fast we can go. Oh my good God, would you look at this fucking plane go. That is a lot of climbing though. It did take me a little, well I say a little while, it took me a good while to climb to this altitude, which may not be practical in game, but Jesus Christ, when you do get the speed up, like let's dip the nose again because we're coming to the edge of the map shortly. Oh shit, I knocked the combat flaps, don't worry about that, we're still going. Oh, there we go. Yeah, because we're a lot lower than we should be. That is pretty impressive. 1,246 there before the wing went. Woo! That is a fast plane. We're going to try this sea level speed now. And I'm going to try some high and low speed maneuvers as well. Okay, so I'm getting it up to some decent speed. Sort of around the same speed that we was doing with the Phantom, but I do want to get it over the ocean because we did that with the Phantom on, I think it's Wake Island, that map. So we're going to get over the ocean. I'm going to get off the wet actually. Get over the ocean and see what its high speed manoeuvrability is like, and that way it's a fair comparison because there's a lot of hills and trees here. So let's bleed some speed. There we go. So we're going to head across this bit of open water here. And even with that wet, this is really sort of picking its speed up quite quickly. So I'm going to whack on the wet now and pull a hard right with no flaps. 9 Gs. Oh, 10 Gs. Oh, shit. Okay, don't do that. Do not do that over 700 miles an hour. Shit in hell. Okay, this is going to be a beast to handle, I think. Okay, let's try the sea level top speed. It's definitely not going to be as good as its sort of max altitude, or sort of near its max altitude, 42,000 to 35 or 27,000. But it should still be pretty good. If we can get over 800 miles an hour without ripping the wings, we should be good. Okay, watch that speed. Bring the nose up slightly. There we go, and we're off. So let's keep that going as fast as we can. Now, we are obviously heading the wrong way on the map. If we bounce off the map, then that's fine. We should head back towards the ocean. Doesn't really matter. Going up nice and quick, really fast. Okay, let's try and stay as low as possible without hitting trees, obviously. Oh, it's quick. Even at this level, it's really quick. Fast approaching Mach 1 as well. Come on, MiG-21. Come on, let's go faster. Faster! Holy shit, this is fucking quick. I don't think it's as quick as a Phantom at this level, but it certainly is fast. Almost at Mach 1. There we go. See where we are. Yeah, we're going to be bounced off the map in a second, I think. Oh, we've got the IAS pop up already. Let's see. How fast can we go before we bounce off the map? Reduce speed. Oh, there we go. That was 810 indicated airspeed before we ripped the wing off. Holy shit. So what I'll do is I'll take off and get us facing the opposite direction, because I don't know why it faces this direction, and then we'll try some high and low speed maneuvers. Okay, so I'm trying again. We're going to actually whack on the air brake. We're going to throttle back slightly as well. We're going to slow down to around 450 and try a low speed with flaps turn. Once I get down to 450, so I'm going to knock it back up to 100%. Oh, not wet. Okay, and ready, steady, flaps. Oh, flaps are gone. Oh, the flaps are gone. It does turn quite well though. Yeah, no flaps. Oh, back on the wet. So, oh, that's going to be sketchy flying with both of these planes, I think. Roll rate's not too bad, but it is going to be sketchy flying. Try again, just without any flaps. It turns really nicely. I'm not sure if you're going to be flying at this height. It depends on the actual player. But then again, I can't honestly see many people flying at 42,000 feet just to get their sort of max speed up. It just seems very impractical, especially when you're playing Air RB. I mean, it's a game, no one's climbing up to that height, not right at the beginning of the game, and you need to use the entire length of the map as well. So the thinking behind that is going to be ridiculous. I mean, climbing 42,000 feet through enemy jet coming straight at you is probably going to be impossible. So a lot of your fighting is going to be maybe 20,000 around about there, or at sea level. So high speed turns with flaps are probably not something to do. I mean, it turns really well just without the flaps, but it is going to be a beast in the air. I mean, 60 rounds for the cannon isn't really the best when you consider what the Phantom's got, but it will pack a punch. Let's give it a squirt. Nice and straight, but even a few seconds on the trigger, and yeah, 3 big bursts and you're out of ammunition, so you're going to have to use it very sparingly. So I'm going to head back to the hangar, guys, and sort of round this video up. Okay guys, welcome back to the hangar. Although the MiG-21 and the Phantom 2 both have their similarities, top speed being the biggest one, you know, they're very similar top speeds. So 1,392, if you can ever get it, 1,423 for the Phantom. They do have their differences. So as you can see with the Phantom, 26 seconds on the turn and a rate of climb of 172 meters a second. If we switch to the MiG, we have 33 seconds on the turn and 120 meters a second climb rate. So they are very different in that respect. You know, the Phantom's slightly quicker in the climb and slightly faster in the turn, but they are still both really good planes, and it would be very interesting to see some of the battles that comes out of Air RB when these are both introduced into game. It should be very interesting and very amusing to watch some of the memes and watch some of the really good air battles that come out of Air RB. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, guys. If you are new to the channel and you have enjoyed today's video, please feel free to subscribe if you haven't already, and if you do, guys, hit the notification bell for updates on future content. Also, a thumbs up on this video is appreciated. It does help the channel a lot. And until next time, guys, I will see you soon and have fun.